Hey everybody, welcome to the live. I hope everybody's having a great day today on this Monday. But hey, I'm Heather and we are here for you. Renee and I, are here for you every day, Monday through Friday, to show you how to use Luminous, answer any questions you may have. I put the times below. We're here for you. So whatever, anything and everything you need to know, we are here. And so if you notice, I already have makeup on. And so I wanted to go over some like quick fixes, how you really can't make any mistakes with Airbrush, and of course, how to put on lashes. So we can go over that as well. But I do want to go over, hey, Patty, hey, Linda. I want to go over the basics too. And so when you get your kit might look like this. This is our icon. We have the icon, which comes with the 2 bottles of foundation, Love and a blush. Now our blush is super high pigmented, so it will intensify and it will, we always like to say our blush blooms. So it will kind of come out after applying it. So you're going to want to start off with just about 2 drops, and that's it. That is it. And I know that sounds like, if you love blush, you're like, what? I need more than that. But no, you don't. So we'll start off with that as well. And then when you get started, we had somebody last hour's like, hey, I just got my system, but I'm a little intimidated. I don't know how to use it. And so right here, I'm gonna move over a little, nope, other way. Right here, we have our steps. And so we want you to open the box, plug it in, and just feel the air. When you turn it on, there's air that comes out. And so just feel that. Move the stylus around your face and just feel the air and experience it that way. You can also put water right in the bowl here. I'll go this way and start pulling back on the trigger. See what it's going to feel like. Come a little closer, come a little farther. So you can kind of experience that. But when you're doing this, you want to make sure that you keep your stylus moving. You stay 4 finger widths away and barely pull back on the trigger. That's the one thing you're going to want to practice, is the barely pulling back on the trigger. So, hey, Nancy, how are you guys doing? Hey, Candy. All right. So face is on, and just so if y'all are interested, you can go back to YouTube and watch the putting on of the makeup, because I did this very different. I used our concealer in Buff, and I put that on my lid, and then I put it on underneath. And then I did contouring with our Cut 1 palette. So I actually went in there and did the contouring with those shades, contoured on my jawline and temple area. And then I added, did I do my foundation? Then I did the foundation over that. I can't remember if I did my eyes first. Did I do my eyes first? I can't remember if I did eyes first, but I used our Lion King eyeshadow palette, which is beautiful. And it has, obviously I used some rich, deep colors in there, which I'm so digging. And then I used Persuasion eyeliner. After I did the eyeshadow, I did take this brush here, swipe it through translucent powder, and swiped. But as I was I was like looking to see what lashes to put on, I noticed I had some fallout here. Okay. So I'm going to show you how to fix that, because with what I should have done my eyeshadow first and then did the foundation, but I didn't, and I didn't use a powder guard. So this way I'm able to, I'm going to go in and clean it up. I'm making it more, doing it that way, I made it more difficult than it needs to be. And so the fact that I can still fix this and get the same look is pretty cool. Oh, Bella, you ordered the wrong color. Just maybe call customer service and they're going to, they'll change that out for you. Just say, hey, I ordered this color. I'm going to need this one. And they'll even walk you through that. But I will tell you, Bella, start practicing. Like if you're new to airbrushing, you start using that wrong shade to practice. Because remember, you are spraying very lightly. So like the other day when I actually started with shade, I'm a shade 3. And I actually started with shade 9 and everybody was like, yeah, it looks great. I love it. And I was like, tricked you. I started with shade 9. It is very forgiving. And so just know that, but you can practice with that. All right. So I'm taking a wipe. I'm still waiting on my wipes to come in. I had to use a Rogue wipe because, you know, our wipes are black. And I'm going to go in and instead of swiping off, I'm going to, what word do I say all the time? Tap it out, tap it out. I'm going to come in a little closer. And think about this process. Airbrush does not go on like traditional makeup, so we're not covering every inch of our face. And how I'm removing this, even though this is our traditional concealer, I want it to be spot covered or spotty and not a clean wipe. If I do a clean wipe, then I'm going to get that precise line, kind of a demarcation line. So I'm just tapping it, making sure that fallout is gone. Do I have some over here maybe a little bit? I can tap this out to make sure it is removed. I'll do both eyes just to do. And then make sure it's dry. Yes, Patty. Patty's like, tap it out, tap it out. I never want to really rub on my face. So now I'm just making sure it's dry. And now I can go in and I'm going to add my concealer. So I just hit it in a few places. Now I can turn this around. And what am I doing? I'm tapping it out. Blending it. The tapping is going to blend it. Okay? That one's fixed. And I'll put this one down. And I'm tapping this. Now, I like to remove the issue. So I had that green, a little bit of green. I probably could have just covered it up, but I like to remove it. And again, just tapping it off before, before correcting it. Because that way it's not as layered on, you know, so you don't have all these layers. All right, so I'm going back to the Lion King, and with Pride Rock, I'm going to go in and where's that brush go? And do a little bit of the liner underneath because it did get smudged out when I fixed. Now it is powder, so I don't want to do this thing all over again. So I put the brush in and then I knock off the extra. And then I'm going to place it back there again. Okay. So just make sure you knock that off. And then you can get that liner. Now, one thing you probably will notice is that I call it the reverse raccoon, where you have super light under here. And that's because I just did the blush, right? I mean, the concealer. So I am going to take a few drops, not a lot, a few drops. Go ahead, princess. I have a question how I clean the machine. Rinse it out with water. So after you are done with your makeup, you're going to rinse it with water. So if you're in your bathroom, turn on the warm water and just rinse it. You can get Tip Top Cleaner, of course. I just did about 2 drops in there, 2 or 3. And I'm going back and forth. I'm going to airbrush here just to tone this lightness, tone it down just a little bit and make this more blended. And again, your stylist is going to do that for you. So Princess, yeah, just go, all you have to do is rinse it with water, or if you want to do it with Tip Top Cleaner, about every other, or maybe, every week, you can rinse it out with Tip Top Cleaner for that little extra clean. Okay, so I just blended that a little bit more, so it wasn't as harsh. And I'm gonna go back with the contour palette. Oh, you've had your machine for 5 years? That's so awesome. But yeah, we do have this one here. This is Tip Top Cleaner. You've obviously been doing something right if you've had it for 5 years. But yeah, I love the fact like it lasts for so long. It really is something you'll want to invest in because it is an amazing, amazing product. Okay, I'm contouring my nose a little bit, and then I'm just going to blend this up just a little to make everything good. And I can add a little bit more charming if I feel like I use the charming blush. If I feel like that kind of got wiped away a little bit when I was tapping it out with the concealer. All right. There we go. So makeup is now fixed, and I can go in. Let's go ahead and clean my machine. I'm going to take my Tip Top Cleaner, and I'll show you real quick. I put a few drops in here, and this is one way. Even when you're doing it with water, you can do it this way as well. I put the Tip Top Cleaner in here. I take a little Q-tip and I can stir it around to clean the bowl and then blow it out. So you're going to blow out everything. And then if you want to clean the tip here, what you'll want to do is pull back on your trigger, pull back on this guy, because that's removing the needle all the way back, and then you can stick something in here. If you stick this Q-tip in here before pulling this back, you're gonna end up bending your needle. And so obviously we don't wanna do that. And so that's why I do it that way. All right, so now I'll go back, and now it's nice and clean. All right, throw all that away. Now, yay. Thank you, Amber. Amber on YouTube is loving the eyes. Yeah, the eyes are I'm so digging them. I'll show you what colors I used. I used King in my crease. And then I used the Meadow on the lid. And then I used Pride Rock in the outside crease. And oh, I did use this one here too, right on the inside, and kind of overlapped the Meadow and that color too, which I love. All right, so let's get to lashes. I did go in, let me see if I need to put on any of eyeliner. Nope, we did already add eyeliner. Now when putting on lashes, I will tell you, sometimes when you put on eyeliner first, it sometimes helps you. It can help because of the fact that it gives you like where to go. It shows you like, okay, I'm going right here. And so that way you have something to shoot for. Let's see what lashes I want. Let's do these. It looks like I haven't done these. All right. So now I'm going to take my lashes off. And lashes are going to be something, guys, that you're going to practice as well. Our lashes do come with glue. However, I also use Duo Glue. I actually save the ones that come with our lashes for when I travel, and that way I don't have to, I'm just bringing less stuff. Okay, I don't know what's going on. YouTube, y'all are talking amongst yourselves. All right, so I have my lash here. So if you're taking them out of our case, which our cases are great, and it's already shaped. Let me show you real quick. It's already shaped the way it needs to be. See how these are already shaped? It's already formed of the eye. But let's say I used to keep mine in a baggie because I use them so much. Oh, okay. That I use them so much, I just kept it in a baggie, and so they would kind of straighten out. So I would take them and do this. To form them the way I need them formed, okay? So that's one thing I do. And then if you want to go in and curl your lash, if your lashes stick straight out, you can curl them. And you would do, I actually, because we want that glue to get tacky, I would actually go in and put the glue on the lash, and I hold them with tweezers. I have the glue down here, and I'm just dragging the lash through the glue. Can y'all see that? See, I got it a little high on that side. That's why I normally do like a long piece of glue, like a long little, so I don't get it on the actual lash. I just get it on the edge. And now I'm doing the other one. And I'll show you this one. Right, like that. Okay. Now, you do want them to get tacky, meaning you want it to dry a little bit. I get the black glue, so it comes out gray, but then when it dries black. And it's easier to me because you'll be able to tell when it starts drying. Hey, Robin, how are you? Good to see you. All right, so now I'm going in and I'm going to place the lash. Now, when I go in and do this, I get my handheld mirror and I look down. If you've ever had lashes put on, they ask you to close your eyes or they ask you to look down because it stretches it the way it needs to be stretched to put the lashes on. If your eyes are up, sometimes it can shorten the lid a little bit. So look down. Oh, you love the glue that comes with it? It is super simple. I know. That's why I just keep it with me. I just keep it when I travel. So I'm looking down in my mirror, going up and over, and the fact that it's tacky, the fact that it's drying a little bit, it sticks. Okay? It just sticks. So now I can move it, I can adjust it to where I need it to go. Now, always put it at the end because that's where you want it. You want it no matter where it's going to end here. You do want it to go to the very end on this side. So again, using my tweezers, making sure I'm above my lashes, my lash. I can place that. I'm trying to get close enough where you can see it. And now I'm going to pull it a little bit, shooting for where that eyeliner was. And now I can kind of work it into place. I think the main secret is letting it get tacky. That way you are able to move it. And when you move it, it stays in place and it's not going to slide back up. All right? Does that make sense? Does that look easy enough? Now I'm going to grab the other one. And going back here. Now I'm grabbing this one, same thing, looking down. Oh, Patty, you just got the Duo Glue? Or the glue that's with the lashes? Hey, Z, how are you? Z's on Facebook with us. All right, going up and above over my lash, shooting for that lash line. Oh, thank you. Shooting for the lash line or shooting for where I put that eyeliner. And now I can just go in and place the lash. Like that. Easy enough. Patty, do you like the Duo Glue? Ooh, Robin wears lashes almost at pretty much. Robin on Facebook says, I wear lashes pretty much every day. I love them. Me too, Robin. Me too. And the amount of mascara that I like to put on and really lengthen my lashes and show them, it's easier just to put on lashes. Bottom line. All right, so now just making sure that they're on straight and that we're good to go. All right, so I am gonna let this dry a little bit, and I'm gonna so you can tell it's dry when it's black. When you can't see the gray, it's just black. Let's see. Oh, Patty said lashes take me forever. Girl, it just takes the practice. It just takes them practice. Thank you, Princess. Princess says beautiful. Oh, thank you, Z. So I just went over that. I used the Lion King, and I used King. I'm trying to show you in the crease. So I first put this on, and I put that on in the crease, and then I used the Meadow, the green, and I placed that right on the lid, but basically right where the color of my eye is. And then I used Nala on the inside, and Pride Rock, which is the darkest matte color, I use as the outside crease, and I lined with that. So there's the Lion King collection does have some great colors. And it also, like, again, don't be scared about them because you can make them where they look completely normal. And if you're looking at like the blues and the greens and you're like, I don't know, you can use them. You just need to blend them. So you definitely can do that. So, all right. So now, oh, Patty, yes. That's the other, somebody was asking, should I buy some cheaper ones to practice? And most definitely, you can definitely buy some cheaper ones to practice with, because bottom line is if you can put on the cheap ones, ours will be, you can do them in your sleep. Like, it's going to be the easiest thing to put on, because the cheaper ones, the band might not be as easy to use and all that stuff. So doing the cheaper ones will definitely help you. But just remember, when you do the glue, stretch out. Like when I do my glue, I do it like this, and then I drag the lash. I used to do it like just put it in one spot, but then I would always get a little bit of glue on the lash. You just want the lash on that edge. And so that's why I do it this way. And then that way I can drag the lash through it, and it's thicker. I mean, it's thinner. And so when you drag it, it makes it a little bit easier. All right. Clear as mud. Just kidding. All right. So now you can add mascara. Now I will tell you, if I was going out and not just going to pick up my daughter, I probably would add a little bit of mascara underneath, just so this all blends. And so I would make sure that you couldn't tell the difference between the lash. So adding a little bit of mascara really does help. Now I'm going to go in and just add a little bit of the Persuasion eyeliner, dragging the eyeliner right on top, just to make sure everything's nice and fresh. And now I'm going to add Dusty Rose lip liner. And kind of filling in my lips. So it's hard to talk. Thank you, Z. You can do it too, I promise. I mean, guys, I've been putting lashes on for 20 plus years, so I hope it makes it look easy. So you just have to, a friend of mine was, she started doing like live Facebooks, and one thing she said today, which I was like, that's such a good way of looking at it. We learn from our mistakes, and that's the whole thing. You need to get out there and do it, because don't be afraid to fail. Don't be afraid to mess up. I mean, it's just part of life. And so, I mean, we're talking life and makeup. So if I probably learned more about airbrushing the times that I screwed up than I did when I just did it great. Because you can understand the extent of what it can do. And so same thing with lashes. If you want to practice, start practicing. If you mess up, you learn from it, and you'll be like, oh, okay, I did put too much glue that time, or I did this, or I did. So you can definitely do that. So that was Dusty Rose lip liner. That's just a lip liner. I fill it in, and then I'm going to add Loyal lipstick in our Cream Confessions, which I love, love, love this combination, because it's neutral and then but still enough. And then my eyes pop too. So there you go. Princess, why do you say you can't do it? You can do it. I promise. You can. You can do it. You can do it. Yeah, you can buy like, I want to say maybe e.l.f. has some lashes, but just do it. Yes, Princess, start practicing, babe. Just start doing it. Don't be afraid to mess up. If we're talking makeup, number one, wash it off. If you mess up, totally screw up, wash it off. But I promise you, the more you have this in your hand, the more you're going to learn. I mean, I've been doing these live chats for close to 5 years now, and I learn. We never stop learning. And there's going to be days that we mess up, and that's okay. It's okay. That's part of life. It's just makeup. It's okay. It's okay. But you will learn. Next time when you go to put on that lash, or you go to airbrush and you're in a hurry, you'll know, oh yeah, I'm in a hurry, but I'm still not going to pull back too far on my trigger. Or, oh yeah, I don't want to douse my lash in glue. And so don't be afraid. Like, we had somebody the other day, she's like, I'm kind of, earlier, she's like, I'm kind of intimidated to open it. Open it. I promise you, it's not going to bite you. But it's not, airbrushing is not making you look younger sitting in the box. You're not learning anything sitting in the box. You're not using 10 times less makeup sitting in the box. So you got to get it out. And just know, there is a learning curve. You might make a mistake, but that's okay, because you'll learn from it. All right? All right, guys. Buy the cheap ones to practice. Yes, you can definitely do that. Definitely. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you back tomorrow. Remember, we're on here every day on Facebook. We're going to be here at 4. Oh, it was Loyal, Loyal lipstick. Loyal cream confessions. Right there. Love this one. And Dusty Rose lip liner. Dusty Rose lip liner and Loyal. All right, I hope to see y'all back here tomorrow. We're down below. You see the times. We're on YouTube at 8, 10, 12, 2, and 4. And then 4, we are on YouTube and on Facebook. So I hope you join us. I hope you subscribe, get the notifications, and we'll see you soon. All right, bye for now, guys.